Factor number two is the business viability, the income generating capability of the business. So we have to satisfy U.S. immigration officials that this business has the credible ability to generate substantial income, more than sufficient income to be able to provide the applicant a comfortable living, as well as any dependent family members such as spouse and children, and as well as enough revenue and to be able to support a team of U.S. employees, a staff of U.S. employees earning meaningful wage, like livable income. The business ability to generate substantial income lies in an evaluation of multiple factors, including the applicant's relevant business experience, business qualifications, success track record in home country, running the same business, able to generate substantial income and employ people, and demonstrating that they have the ability to replicate that success in the United States. So looking at the applicant's track record in that industry is very important. But there's a lot of folks that are new entrepreneurs, or even if they're entrepreneurs in their home country, they want to do something different, do something new. They don't want to keep repeating what they did before. So they're coming in and they're starting going into industry they don't have background in, or they're coming out of corporate jobs, or they were stay-at-home mom, but the kids have grown and are ready to pursue their entrepreneurial dream. But their resume doesn't look very strong. They don't have any relevant background, relevant experience, or they've been out of the workforce, or they've never done business before. So for clients like that, we would advise client to consider investment in a franchise business, because the success of the franchise brand, the proven business model, does a lot to compensate for the applicant's lack of experience or track record in that industry. A lot of immigration officials will look at the brand credibility, how long the franchise brand has been around, and the volume and number of franchisees they have, which is like a validation of the franchise business model. And the more people that buy the franchise business, the greater the validation of the business model. Naturally, people are not going to spend their hard-earned money buying a business unless they feel that it's a good business and has a high chance of success. In addition, part of the franchise investment, the franchisee gets extensive training and education on how to run that particular type of business. In fact, some franchise brands, they basically run like a school for their franchisees. And some of the brands that we have experience with even issue like diploma or like a certificate of training completion, which is all great because we can incorporate all those documentation, those validation, proof of training into the E2 application. And especially for someone that doesn't have like a business degree or business experience or entrepreneurial experience, where like the portion of the application asking for the applicant's qualification may seem quite meager, we can actually strengthen that with the training certificates and the curriculum that they've accomplished and achieved in the franchise training, thereby making the applicant's qualification portion of each application, suddenly it becomes strong and credible. Some clients will buy existing business. They come in and they find a great existing business operation, and they negotiate a good deal and they want to buy the business and take it over. Well, existing businesses are fantastic because we can demonstrate existing profits, existing revenue, existing employees. So it's certainly much easier for immigration officials to believe in the financial capability of a business that's already doing that, already achieving it, where we have tax returns and financial statements to present in the E2 application. So that's also another way of demonstrating financial ability. And ideally, we want an existing business that already shows sufficient profits and financial performance at a level that's sufficient to satisfy immigration officers. But sometimes a business that has great potential, an existing business has great potential, but because this current owner or seller is having some personal difficulties or challenges, and they're not, let's say, 100% committed or focused on running the business, thereby there's some weak performance as a result, but we can show the business has great potential with some improvements, additional investment, and as well as a dedicated owner achieving the success. We've gotten each of these approved in that kind of scenario as well. Of course, it's always case by case analysis because how deficient the performance is also relevant in terms of convincing immigration of how much effort it takes to turn the business around. So that's the factor number 2 is business viability and financial performance and income generating capability.